is a full body workout for you using only bands. That's all you will need is a band. If you have multiple bands, you can feel free to change them throughout the exercises, or some exercises that you need more of a challenge, you can use double band. We're going to have 3 different circuits. Each circuit is going to have 3 exercises, a lower body, upper body, and a core. We're going to run through that circuit 3 times, and then we'll move on to the next circuit. I have with me Coach Jordan. Follow along with him if you kind of want the next level version of everything. And then we have Coach Gabe. Follow along with him if you need the regression version, or simply if you have knee issues, he's going to show you some alternatives for that. So again, all you're going to need is a band. Keep in mind, most bands, the lighter the color, the easier it's going to be. Follow along with us, hit play, and just let us take you through this entire workout, okay? So here we go. We're going to get started with our first circuit, and we're going to be starting with a upper body exercise. So we're going to go to the floor. We're going to grab our bands. You could choke up on the band. You could also grab by the handles. I'm going to choke up here. And we're just going to simply do a row for 15 reps. All right, so here we go. Ready and go. 15 reps. 5 more. Good, now we're gonna get rid of the band. We're gonna go seated sprinters for our core work, okay? We're gonna start opposite leg, opposite arm. If we need a little bit harder, we can start to lean a little bit farther back. You see Gabe's just kind of keeping his feet down. Start to feel that right in those abs. And last one, good. Next, grab our band, stand up. We're gonna do a squat with a pulse. Step on the band. I'm gonna go into this position here. Gabe is gonna be doing the knee-friendly version. Jordan's gonna be with me here doing a little bit harder version by crossing his arms. We're gonna go ahead and squat, hit a pulse, come back up. That's 1. We're doing 10. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 2. Good, that's 1 set. Let's keep it going. Back to the start, back to the floor. Seated rows, again, you can choke up or grab the handles. Watch Jordan for doing that next level of variation. Going 15. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Breathe out as you row. And last one, good. Okay, seated sprinters, ditch the band, 8 each. Last 2 each. And good. Back up to standing position, grab your band. Again, watch Gabe if you're going with the knee-friendly variation. Squat with a pulse. Squat and pulse, get up. Squat and pulse, get up. You could also do this without a band if you don't have knee issues, but the band's a little too much. 2, 3 more. 1 more. And good. Okay, that's 2. We got 1 more left, back to the floor. Seated rows, 15. Simply add a second band if you need more resistance. Last 5. Good, perfect. Seated sprinters, ditch the band, we're going 8 each. Breathe out as you tuck the knee. Last 2 per side. Last 1 each side, and good. Back up. Final exercise of round 3 here. Banded squats with the pulse. Hit the squat, pulse at the bottom 1. Halfway there. Last 2. 1 more. And perfect. That is first circuit. Let's go to circuit number 2. Okay, we're on to circuit 2. Again, we have an upper body exercise, a lower, and a core. Still just using that band. We're going to start with a 1-arm bent over row. Put your band on the floor. The closer your foot gets to the handle that you're grabbing, the harder it's going to be. So we're going to put our left foot on, and we're going to grab with our right hand, palm facing towards your body in a prone position. We're going to go for 10 reps. Here we go. 2. Again, watch Gabe if you want the easier version, Jordan if you want a little bit harder version. Last 2, 1, and switch. And we're going to put the right foot on, getting that foot as close to the handle if you need it harder. And we're going 10 with the left side. Lead with that elbow. And 10, perfect. Going to the floor, grab your band. Watch Gabe, he's gonna do it without the band if it's a little much. We're gonna do 10 donkey kicks per leg. Really work those glutes and hammies. Here we go. 15. Try to squeeze those glutes as you extend. Last 5. Perfect. Switch legs. Left leg, same thing, 15. There we go. Squeeze those glutes. Last 5. And 5. Perfect. All right, last exercise, side plank. Do not need the band. Going on our right side. Watch Coach Gabe. He's going to be showing you a little bit easier version on the floor with the legs bent. We're going to be stretching our legs. We're going to tuck and reach. 10 each. Breathe out as you tuck. Last 2. 1 more. Good. Switch. Going to the other side. Keep those hips nice and high off the floor. Breathe out as we tuck. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. That was set 1. Let's go set 2. Back to the row, starting with the right side. Again, left foot on the band, closer to the handle is going to be harder. Right leg here. And pull for 10. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Switch. Right leg on the band. Handle on the left. And go. And excellent. Back to the donkey kicks, right leg. Going 15 per leg, squeeze those glutes. Watch Gabe, he's using no band if you need it a little bit easier. Last 5. And 15, switch. Best to put the band right underneath. Lift your foot and hands, that way it doesn't snap back. 15 on the left. Last 5. Perfect. Okay, side plank on our right side. Again, watch Gabe, he'll be bending the legs if we need a little bit easier. Legs straight, big reach, tuck and breathe out. 10 per side. Last 1, and switch. Keep those hips as high as possible. Last 2. Perfect. All right, last round here. Back to the row. Left foot on the band. Grab with the right. Pulling for 10. 10. Switch. Again, you could always use 2 bands if it's a little easy, even when you put your foot all the way to the handle, to give yourself a little bit more. Lead with that elbow. Last 2. And good. Donkey kicks last time. Make sure you're squeezing those glutes. Burn up those legs. 15. Last 5. And 15. Good. Switch legs. 15 for the last time. Last 5. And 15. Perfect. Ditch that band. Core, one more time, side plank position. Reach, tuck, breathe out. Last 5 should be feeling it right here on those obliques. Last 1, one more, and good, switch. Almost there. And 10, perfect. That is it for circuit 2. Okay, on to our final and last circuit, which would be circuit number 3. Same thing, an upper, a lower, and a core exercise, just using the band. We're gonna start with shoulder raises. Watch Jordan and I, we're gonna be putting 2 feet on our bands, gonna make it a little bit harder. Watch Coach Gabe with just 1 foot, making it easier. We're gonna alternate, going slightly to the front of the body, starting with our right arm, 10 each. Here we go. It's 1. Don't need to go too high on these. Don't want to go way up here, just to parallel to the floor. Breathe out as you go up. Let's go with 3 more per side here. 1 more each side, and perfect. Stay, same position. We're gonna widen our stance, bring them up to here. Watch Jordan's gonna make it a little bit harder as he's trying to also engage his upper body. We'll go to the right first, step, go to the left. That's 1, we got 8 each. Should be feeling this on those hips. Little leg bend. Try to keep space between the legs every time you come together. Get a good pace going. Let's go 2 more each side. 1 more each side. Perfect. Going down to the floor, leg drops for the core. We're gonna come here. Shoulder blades off the ground, hands gently behind the head. Take that belly button, draw it down to the floor. And then we're just gonna, legs up here on invisible tabletop. Let 1 leg drop, touch, pull back up, and then switch. 8 each. Maintain that belly button drawn into the floor. Don't pull on your neck. We're not going super fast here, we're slow. Let the movement come from the hips. Let's go 2 more per leg. 8 per leg. And good. Come on up. Back to the shoulder raise. Again, watch Coach Gabe with just 1 foot on the band, making it easier. If you have shoulder issues and these bother you, you can simply make this another row type exercise, save the shoulders. You could do a band pull apart like this as well, in case those shoulders aren't feeling too great. So let's go right arm first, slightly to the front of the body, just parallel to the floor. Breathe out as you go up. Three more. Sorry. 5 more. Now we got 2 more. And good. We're going right to the side walks. Watch Jordan for a little bit harder variation, engaging his upper body as well. Left to right is 1. Light bend in the knees, very light. Go 4 more each side. 2 more each side. And good. Back to the floor. Leg drops. Again, shoulder blades off the ground. Arms slightly behind your head, not tugging or pulling. Belly button drawn into the floor. And then dropping, movement coming from the hip. We're looking for 8 per leg. Try not to let the other leg drop, so the other one comes all the way back up. Let's go 2 more per leg here. And good. Okay, last set here before we get to our conditioning. Band, just like I mentioned, not feeling great on the shoulder, switch to those band pull-aparts or another row. Going right arm first, 10 each. Last 2. And good. Side to side band walks. Burning up those hips, slight bend. Right to the left is 1. Get a good pace on these. Try to keep your weight in your heels. Let's go 3 more each. 1 more each. Good. Back to the leg drops. And then we're on to conditioning. Belly button drawn into the floor, shoulder blades off the ground. Drop, pull back up. Don't go too fast on these. Pretend those legs are resting up on a tabletop. 2 more each. 1 more, and good. Okay, now that we're done with our strength part of our circuits, we're moving on to our conditioning. We're gonna have 3 exercises. Okay, you're gonna do all 3 exercises in a row. Then you're gonna rest for 20-25 seconds. You'll do a second set, rest again for 20-25 seconds, and then you'll do 1 final set, okay? It's not tons of work, but you wanna make sure your intensity is high as possible. Think about putting in more intensity versus less intensity with more time, okay? So again, 3 exercises. Watch Coach Gabe if you want a little bit easier. Watch Coach Jordan if you want a little bit harder. Start off with the band, put out straight, okay? We're gonna do band hop overs, forward and back over the band is 1. We're gonna be doing 15, okay? So here we go, ready? And go. Nice and light on the toes. 5 more. Last 2 each. And perfect. Next, we're gonna do jab to one side, jab to the other, tuck and tuck. 8 total. Gabe's gonna be doing a little bit easier, Jordan a little bit harder. Here we go. We're gonna go to the right side first. Go right, left, boom, boom. That's 1. Right, left, boom, boom. That's 2. Boom, boom. That's 3. Boom, boom. 4. 5. 6. 1 more. Okay, mountain climbers with a wide foot position, 20 per leg. Watch Gabe, he'll be doing it on a bench. Use whatever you have at home to elevate yourself, make it a little bit easier. Jordan's gonna be staying really low to make it even harder. Here we go, 20 each, go. Last 5 each. And good. That was 1 round. 20-second, 25-second rest, and we're going again. We're starting back with our forward and backward hops, 15 each. Set 2, ready, go. Good. Okay, next, doing our side-to-side punch plus knee tuck. 8, ready? Right side first. Boom, boom. That's 1. 2. That's 3. That's 4. 5. That's 6. Last 2. That's 7. This last one. And 8. Good. Mountain climbers, wide stance. Watch Gabe do a little bit easier. Jordan a little bit harder. 20 each. Go. Last 2 each. And good. Set 2, hopefully you're feeling that, getting the heart rate going. We got 1 round left. Take this 20 seconds. If you feel like you don't need 20 seconds, probably not working hard enough, you should need the rest in order to perform at that right intensity. Strong finish here of our last circuit. All right, here we go. 15 forward and back, and go. And good. Going jabs with the tucks for 8. Try to add just a little bit more of that intensity on each punch. Right side first, go. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Come on. Last couple. That's 6. Last 2. Last 1. And good. All right. Last exercise. Mountain climbers, make sure to keep those hands directly underneath the shoulders. 20 each, everything you got. Go. A little faster. Last 10 each. Last 5 each. Last 2 each. And good. Nice job. Hopefully you guys like that. Coach Jordan, Coach Gabe, myself, enjoy.